Alright guys, welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, the Ocarina of Time. It's me, the Blade Gamer, of course. In the last episode, we finished up the dungeon inside Jabu's belly, except for the boss. In this video, we're going to take care of the boss and continue on in the story. Bioelectric Anemone Baronade. Now, Baronade's a pretty fun boss, but is one of the most disgusting bosses. This is probably the most similar boss to Kale Demos from Wind Waker, the big plant boss. This is probably where it got its inspiration. So what you want to do is use the boomerang and get all of his tentacles off of the ceiling. Which then will cause him to send out these jellyfish things. Now, what you want to do is stun his body. But you can also destroy the jellyfish things by stunning them with the boomerang, which will allow you to hit his body. So when he starts spinning around, sometimes you can get, if you're lucky enough, you can stun his body. But most of the time you cannot hit him while he's doing this. See, so I got him right there. Alright, so at this point you're given the chance to destroy his jellyfish attachments. Jellyfish attachments, I don't think I would be... Well, it is true, it's just I worded it so weirdly. So now you want to destroy as many of them as you can. I got all but one right there. So now it will be easy to get the last one. So now, he has no option but to face me. Whoa, okay, I jumped right in between those two beams and I didn't get hurt. That was pretty cool. Alright, so I think I only have a couple more hits. Like I said, he's a fun boss, he's just... I don't like the way he's designed. I'm not a big fan of intestinal-looking creatures. I'm sorry. And the fact that these giant blisters go all over him and he blows up is just... Ugh. If I'm not mistaken, though, since I am playing this on the re-released version of Ocarina of Time, if you have the gold cartridge or some of the early copies of this game, instead of green blood, it will show red blood. I guess they removed it to maintain its rating. But anyway, we get another heart container, which is always nice. You're late. What took you so long? You're useless. I was just lonely, that's all. Just a little. Uh-huh. Thanks. I guess it's true that when someone picks on you, they might secretly have a crush on you. You looked cool. Cooler than I thought you would, anyway. Just a little. Well, anyway, you saved me, so I guess I'll reward you. What do you wish? Just tell me. I want the spiritual stone. Nothing, really. You mean the spiritual stone of water, Zora's sapphire, don't you? My mother gave it to me. and said I should give it only to the man who will be my husband. You might call it the Zora's engagement ring. All right. I'll give you my most precious possession, Zora's sapphire. You obtained the Zora's Sapphire. This is a spiritual stone of water passed down by the Zoras. Her most precious possession? You don't know what she's talking about, but you finally collected all 3 spiritual stones. Go back to see Princess Zelda. Alright, so we've don't tell my father. So we've finally collected all 3 spiritual stones, which is what we need to progress in the game. And the next progression in the story is probably the single most progression in the entire game. There are a couple things we need to do now before we go see Zelda. So now it is side quest time. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is get out your ocarina and play the Sun Song, because we need it to be night here for just a moment. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is get up on this limb right here. And right here will be another skulltula. So basically what we're going to be doing is collecting as many skulltulas and heart pieces as we can until we need to go see Zelda. Alright, so we got another gold skulltula token. I believe that is the last one out of the Zora's Fountain, until later in the game possibly. And now we need to go back to the Zora's River. Just for a quick moment. Actually, I've decided to put off going to the Zora's River till a little bit later. But what we're going to want to do is go to Lake Hylia, because we have several side quests there. Now, I may cut ahead right here to certain points in case I may have forgotten something. So I'm going to cut ahead to where we need to go next. Alright, so right here on this small island with 2 posts will be another gold skulltula. I got it right in time, right before it turned to day. And we got the gold skulltula. So the next place we want to go is the fishing pond right over there. You can't tell it's a fishing pond, but over there you might see there's a door against the wall and what looks like a shop, and that's where we're going. So I'm not going to cut ahead since I'm right here, but yeah, this is where we want to go. Now this also is another minigame that can sometimes take forever if you're not good at it or not lucky at it. But luckily, when you're in this part of the game, it's not too bad. Well, do you want to go fishing for 20 rupees? Oh no, your rumble feature isn't on. With the rumble feature, you can feel the vibrations of the fish on your hook. This time, no rumble for you. Okay, listen up. Walk up to the water's edge and press L to look at a fish. While looking at a fish, you can cast your line with B. Press A to break the line. When the lure drops into the water, you can wiggle it with a control stick. If you're a novice, you can also use B. Reel in your lure with A. Hold down A and R to reel it in faster. If you feel a hit, press A and down to set the hook. After that, reel it in with A. Do you understand? Well, I do. And he said he's going to be generous and let me fish as long as we want, but we can only keep 1 fish. The biggest fish ever caught was 6 pounds. So if you can break the record, he'll give you something nice. Now, there is 1 giant fish in the game per section of the game, I guess you can say. I can't quite remember where the big fish is for Link right now, So I'm just going to kind of scout the water and look for the biggest fish that I can find. That one seems to be a bit small. So does that one, but our goal is 7 pounds. Let's see, is that a big one? Not really. So yeah, just look for the biggest fish in the pond, and try not to scare it. So what I'm going to do is throw my line into the pond. Alright, so when a fish catches onto it, you press down an A to hook it, and when if the fish jumps out of the water, you want to let go so that it will not get off the line. Come on, fishy. Alright, so this one weighs 2 pounds. I'm going to keep it for now, but I'm definitely not going to turn that one in. Alright, so I'm going to fish around until I find the best fish there is for now. So I will be back in a bit. Alright, 7 pounds. Yes, we're going to keep that. And this should give us what we're looking for. Yeah, it's really... This game can be fun if you can find the fish and catch it. What's funny is that I kept failing in this minigame when I practiced because I didn't know that when the fish jumped out of the water, if you were still reeling in, that it has a big potential for it to get off the line. So that is my biggest tip of advice for you, is to, when the fish jumps out of the water, just let go of all buttons you may be touching until it's back in the water, and then try again, so that way you don't ever lose it. Whoa! This fish is huge! It looks like a new record. It weighs at least 7 pounds. Seriously. Okay, here's your prize. What? What? I thought you just had to break the record. Crap. Now that I remember, it has to be like 9 pounds. Ah. What the heck? Anyway, I'm gonna go catch another big fish. I'll be right back. Thank you! Finally! Anyway, you want to find the fish that he says is a real lunker. That means that it's heavy enough to impress the fishing guru, or the fishing shop, the fishing pond owner, or whatever you want to call him. And, yeah, we got a big fish. Weigh my fish. Whoa! This fish is huge! It looks like a new record. It weighs at least 11 pounds. Seriously, okay, here is your prize. And we get a piece of heart. Thank you. And we've completed another heart container. Hey, you can't take the rod out of here. When you quit fishing, return the rod to the counter. I'm serious. Alright, I'll do that. I forgot you had to do that. But yeah, there's some cool tricks in the fishing pond that I may mention later. Yeah. Alright, so, one of the first things you want to do once you get to Lake Hylia, other than the fishing pond, is to talk to this scarecrow right here. I am Banuru, the scarecrow musical genius. I hear a song once and I never forget it, baby. Alright, so now you take out your ocarina. It's like, whoa, you have an ocarina? Hey, why don't you lay a tune on me with it, baby? Alright, so you can play any song you want to. I'm just going to do a really fast song. Well, not bad. I'll remember it for you. I'll remember it for you. I don't mean I can remember only 8 notes, but let's just cut it right there for now, baby. Alright, so that will have some importance later in the game, but right now it has almost none. Alright, so the first thing we're going to want to do is now we're going to finally want to start planting magic beans when we get the moment to. Alright, so there is a magic bean plant right here, and there's a soil patch where we can plant a magic bean, I should say. And with tradition, you know, you're going to want to put a bottle of bugs in there. And wait for the gold skulltula to pop out. There we go. Took long enough. Alright, and now we can plant a magic bean. But we do not have to water it, so don't worry about coming back to water it. Alright, and if I'm not mistaken, there will be a skulltula on the back of this house. Yep. Alright. And this is the Lakeside Laboratory, by the way. It's not just any regular house. But if I'm not mistaken, there's not really anything we can do here at the moment. Alright, so now we got that sculpture. Now, I'm going to go to this island real quick and see if there is a skulltula on the tree over there. I don't think there's one till later in the game, so yeah, I'm good. Alright, so I do believe we got all of the skulltulas in Lake Hylia for the time being.